People often ask me if I miss teaching, and the answer is every day, all the time. Well, not all the time. I mean, never before 8 a.m. Unless it was that hour before the students were allowed into the building when I had my classroom all to myself, that empty hour when I could arrange the desks and chairs with such precision that maybe this time they would stay that way for good. I loved that time, and I miss that time. And although when school starts, I always miss the first day of the year, I never missed teaching on a Monday, which is not the same thing. Unless it was one of those Mondays where I was going to be introducing a new project, which I knew would set everyone on fire with curiosity, or real fire. But I never missed teaching in the starving hour before lunch, nor the sluggish hour after it. And needless to say, I have never missed teaching during lunch, except that the last school where I taught had really good food, even though everyone pretended they hated it. And now I'm hungry, and being hungry makes me miss teaching. I never miss teaching the period after gym or walking into a class after the students have just had gym, and I think it's safe to say I have never missed the smell of teaching ever, except for rubber cement, new books, and permanent markers. I never miss teaching on a Friday, except for those Fridays when half a dozen of us would meet after school at a bar, promise that we wouldn't spend the rest of the evening bitching and moaning and gossiping about our students, and then do nothing but bitch and moan and gossip about our students, because there is nothing like more fun than drinking beer and talking about the things you love with your colleagues who love them too. I never missed the bells of teaching, neither the first bell, signifying the end of class, which we called the ding, nor the next bell, 5 minutes later, signifying the start of the next class, which we called the dong. Except for 2 times, those times that I would meet my students in the hallway, we would hear the bell and they would go, "Mr. Molly, is that the ding or the dong?" Because if it's the ding, I got let out early, but if it's the dong, I'm already late. Or those times in my own class when I had done everything I wanted, previewed the homework, answered questions, glanced at my watch, and seen that the ding was coming in about 10 seconds and said, "Well then, I guess there's no reason not to let you go a little bit early today." Ding! I miss the laughter of my students when I had tricked them into working harder than they ever thought so much that they lost track of time. I never miss the heartbreak of teaching, nor its tears, nor its drudgery, but the light bulbs and the wide eyes, the birthday cakes and cupcakes, the front row seat of the mind as someone thinks about what he or she thinks and why and how to put it in words. I miss that. I miss that part of teaching all the time, every day.